Hey, ladybugs. You know I had to jump out here just for a little bit. Now I know everybody's keeping up with everything, but I really on it's really funny, y'all. And I'll be moving this camera a lot because I don't have the thing that holds it up like you do in the car or whatever. But baby, late last week, I almost shut this page down and started my new one, which is going to be the lovely ladybugs, of course. But and I played with it for a second, and then one of the more senior podcasters out there said, "No, you need to make sure you keep going, even though it don't look like people watching or whatever. You got to keep it up. You got to stick with it," which is true. It's only been what right at a year. Okay, so I said, you know what? She does have it. She does have a point because I had actually. And I came real close because there is some funny stuff going on in these YouTube streets. And y'all, you know what? These folks is talking like they on first 48 or first 48. I was gonna call my video first 24, only because, baby, if I tell you these mofo's is singing right about now, see they threw my girl under the bus. But I guess that's all part of it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to take their little licks or whatever. It just depends on how much you get into this. But and I am gonna apologize now because I promise you I'm gonna be all over the place because that's just the way my notes was today. Because I was trying to listen while I was at work and try to jot down a few little things. I actually jotted a few things down. I really like doing it freestyle because I think freestyle really just kind of gives you, me and this personality of mine. And again, I'm so sorry for moving this thing so much, but I'm not even sure which one to even freaking start with. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna start with here. Okay, I'm talking about this doxing, clicking, doxing and clicking. I thought I had a third one on here, and I didn't say that right. But anyway, and I was sitting there listening to a couple of people. Well, actually, that lady Ask April had called herself calling in, right? And that was the part that was funny to me because she thought she was calling in to give this newfound revelation. Like everybody knows that there's some bull crap that's going down on YouTube. You feel me? But so she tried to call in. So then another chick called in, the best. I think it was the best that I got or something to that effect. Then she called in. And I put up my note here. I said, as April opened up a can of worms. No. Okay, okay. Let me make sure I say this right. I didn't say a can of worms. So it was like, Ask April had opened up a can of, I should have shut the fuck up. Is really what she opened up, in my opinion. Only because, and Lord forgive me for that one. But I got an email. Oh, I hate when they do that, y'all. I am so sorry, but this is like really important that I responded to that. But yeah, so she done opened up that can. I wish she would have shut the hell up because she done got tangled up because the girl called back, said, no, QB, go on, let me get in on that so I can, kind of get at her a little bit because she lying. So as April called herself trying to call back and see, you know what? You peep game when you done been in around and everything, you done been around for a while. You already know when the mofo lying, right? And it, yeah, I started to say don't take it as far as saying lying, but there's some bullshit jumping off. So the Ask April lady, she started trying to say, cause I don't want it to be I don't want that dachshund to be a part of mine and everything like that. See, apparently, and this is what I got out of it, honestly. Everybody knows this lady running around by the name of Kwani is a pistol. And you piss Kwani up, she gonna cuss your ass out on the spot. You feel me? So what you call it? Ask April up there trying to tiptoe around the shit. Ain't no need of you tiptoeing now, baby girl, cause you done told the shit now, and old girl done called you on it. So you basically saying when they started getting all up in Kwani stuff, and you knew how Kwani was gonna respond. Kwani was gonna get on that air, and so ask April's like, yeah, but and I really did. Nah, bitch. Fuck that shit. What you needs to be doing, ask April, is okay. You trying to say, and she done took her wrenches, I guess, away from her mods or whatever. That's not enough because y'all done throwed Rita's ass up under the bus about them damn cash apps. Now let's start seeing who gonna hit bus 657. The one that gonna run that ass over when they find out all the doxing people. And so, and I start thinking, now is the purpose of doxing because, a person wants to get that spot that they say, 5A holding right now, the queen spot or whatever. I think we really need to change that queen spot to something else because it's already being claimed. You feel me? And I say that because you got Kai and the Queen, you got TS and his Supreme, and you got too many people trying to. I mean, we're all queens anyway, so everybody's show can't be the queen, and everybody's title can't be the queen. Really, honestly. So I think we really need to think of another name for that position that 5A holds that everybody trying to get at because it needs to be something that can be held by a male or a female. But then I ain't gonna go there because y'all already be saying, and that's not really what it is. But you know what I was about to say. If you don't, I came close to telling you. Okay, but getting back to Miss Ass April. So she start, as Funky Dineva say, start pussy popping and shit, trying to backpedal and pussy pop on the fact that she was trying to say that she was doing some doxing, but I only did it like this much. Wait, let me get my hand up there right. This much. Nah, bitch. Say what the fuck you did. Lord forgive me, but say what you did and be honest about that shit. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to do it all the way. Ain't gonna be no half-stepping, sweetheart. It ain't gonna be no. And that's when I told him to get out of my page. Now, what did you do prior to jumping shit, baby? What did you do? Because you already know what's gonna come out because with y'all first 48 telling asses, because as soon as he start getting up under them feet, folks start telling every damn thing. Well, so and so sent it to this and they sent it to that and they did it to that. See, that's what happens. But I can't wait to find out how Miss Ass April gets her ass out of this one, because even though you're trying to say you don't want to be a part of that doxing stuff, you already had your hand in it. It ain't no, I hit the button and I just found out what her address was. Or the only thing I did was found out where they work. Or the only thing I did was just found out if they went to school, what their credit score is, and all this other stuff. I really honestly don't see the point. Unless you got somebody out here that's faking the funk and you trying to throw, you trying to throw a little shade and say, well, you know what, old boy over there acting like he all that, but he really ain't. We as and that's another thing. I was gonna say we as black people, but I'm not gonna say that only because my people do tend to have certain tendencies, but we ain't crazy. You feel me? We not crazy. See, everybody wanna be in on the come up, but you know how it is when you gotta step on them on the toes, and then the toes is connected to the ass that you gotta kiss later. That's kind of like what's going on right now. And baby, I'm a bush person. I'm a bush person. Yes, I'm in the bushes. I do listen to a wide variety of y'all. That's why I said, I can't wait for this to come out, because this mofo up here trying to act like she didn't have shit to do with it when she really did have a pretty big hand in on it. Then, and this clicking, okay, see, This is the same kind of like what you know how when we grew up, you got certain neighborhood cliques and things like that. This is what I feel that it is right now, right? So, okay, everybody likes to keep up with the Joneses, right? And so everybody's out here shaking, faking, and fronting like they're doing so much. Whereas I'm finding, be yourself. Cause I'm gonna let you know right now, when I make it to my 1,000, I can really start cutting up then, really. But I again, this is gonna be interesting. But I would be the first to let you know my tea before anybody else. And I really couldn't think of anything like what I would want out of it is probably not what a lot of you want out of it. So I'm not going to be somebody that you're going to come for unless I done said something stupid or out the side of my neck about you and then you just want to have a comeback. Something bit me, y'all, and I kind of got, or that might be a need bump, shoot. This little celibacy stuff that ain't hitting. Okay. Sister still got it. So anyway. But it's interesting how people are coming out of the woodworks to say, oh, you know this is going on. And then it see, okay, at first, and this is how people are. Okay, you find out, girl, now, ooh, but then when you find out that a person's crying or they done got their feelings hurt and done got admitted into the hospital or something else done happened that's real serious, like done stepped out into the reality instead of the virtual YouTube, it's now the reality. You're like, oh dang, that was wrong. We should not have done it like that, or they shouldn't have done it like that. We're all really guilty because yeah, we want to hear what the juice is. But as soon as we hear what the juice is, then we're like, oh, see, you wrong for that. You weren't supposed to put that man's status out there like that, or you wasn't supposed to be giving that girl's address. You shouldn't have been going to their job, or you shouldn't have been telling where they work, or you shouldn't have been doing this and that. And then now I'm gonna call CPS. I'm gonna get their kids taken away. See, all of that right there. Everybody knows that it crosses the line. And so we have to sit here and think we are part of the problem. The watchers as well as the doers and all of that. You feel me? And so what else did I have on here? Oh, I'm gonna go real quick on this Becky and I'm gonna cut this off because I don't like for mine to be too long. Sure don't want them to go into no hours and all that because I ain't got it like that. But about the Becky situation. Now, I want to say everybody's not prejudiced. You know what I'm saying? And there was some people that were being pretty vicious about Becky, but one thing that we'll have to keep in mind is right now there are a lot of social injustices that are going on with regards to our people. So yeah, everybody's like on edge. And it ain't like they're probably like that. Now, some are probably like that every day, but some are not. Some is just like right now, the state of the world and the state that our people are in, it's time to get mad. You know what I'm saying? Because enough is enough. Now, when it got to the part where the woman that went in there and killed the man in his own damn house, we're like, okay, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Then the dude that done sat there and said what he had with the witness, you done killed him too. And now nobody don't know nothing. See, you get mad at us because we don't tell. We say snitches get stitches, right? But then you done went there and this man, he didn't necessarily snitch. He just said his version of what may have happened, and look what happened to him. So there's really a lot of people out here, and I just wanted to mention that to Fibe. I mean, I understand that she said, well, I want to get to 1 million. In order to do that, I got to be able to have white, black, red, green, purple, and all of that. I understand that. But to come out here and tell us, not even us, because I'm really not really a part of the hateful speech that was being given. But what I'm trying to say is, keep in mind, while you out here checking folks, that there's police brutality, there's that stigma, right, of the police brutality, abductions, arrests, and barbecue Becky's. You know, people are sick of them damn barbecue Becky's coming out. You can't barbecue, you can't sell water. What else was barbecue Becky done told on? The apartment complex where the man stayed in the nice apartment complex. I wish they would up in this one. They do look at you funny though, cause I stay in a nice one, and these motherfuckers look like you don't belong. So yeah, I get both sides of it, but I think it's best to just keep the dialogue open to where people can, be like, you know what, you got a point there. You know what I'm saying? Don't just, you ain't this and y'all and I'm not gonna have this part of mine and this and that. Okay, first of all, you're gonna have to realize we's really going through some stuff. Maybe not personally, but if we looking at it as a people, then yeah, there's some people out there that's pretty upset about some stuff, and the last thing they wanted to see, because we can't have shit, basically. And that's what they're saying. You know what So it's like, okay, now they got the the little Five Bay Nation show, a little podcast going on, and then here you done sat there and done let Becky infiltrated that. But I mean, I see your take. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong, because I ain't gonna sit there and be one to say I got white people as friends, although that I do. But I have white people in my family. I mean, literally, I have nieces and nephews that are half breed, so I totally understand. I totally understand. But just make sure everything's in its rightful place when you start checking folks, okay? I'm going to let this one go. My little sweetie trying to get at me, telling me to get at him. So let me get back at him and see what's going on that. And I'll get back with you guys. Thanks again, Miss Lady. I appreciate you keeping me on track, because I was about to jump ship. I really was. I'm like, you know what? I got so much other stuff going on. I really don't need to do it. But I hate to, excuse me, not finish something that'll start. Okay. Now let me talk to y'all later.